An all-in-one guide to become a bestseller, written by Yuki Ito Publishing, narrated by Yuki Ito Publishing. Introduction. Imagine this: it's a busy Tuesday afternoon. And you have your favorite cup of coffee in your hand. You pushed the glass door of one of the biggest commercial bookstores. Maybe it was the golden afternoon glow, but, perhaps, there's nothing more magical than seeing your book among the shelves of bestsellers. You walk up to see your book in the wild, a chuckle left on your lips as you hold the physical representation of all your heart poured out. We know it's your dream. Perhaps it's almost every author's dream. There's actually more to becoming a best-selling author than simply writing and publishing. When someone refers to themselves as best-selling authors, or describes their book as a bestseller, it sounds impressive, but it's not often very descriptive. The term best-selling could apply to your book if it meets a variety of distinct criteria. It may be an Amazon bestseller, which has its own set of criteria, or a New York Times bestseller, which is something quite different. So, in order to pursue your goal to be a bestseller, you must first establish the type of bestseller you want to be, and then realistically analyze your ability to pull it off. This is more than the literary validation than it comes. Hitting the bestseller lists expands greater heights. In fact, becoming a best-selling author is just as much about marketing and promotion as much as it is about writing. We compiled some steps that will definitely lead you to a path of becoming a best-selling author. Chapter 1. Markers of bestsellers. Bestsellers typically use markers to indicate the state or condition of a specific book. They frequently use the following markers. Price stickers. These are stickers that are put on books to indicate the price of the book. They can be put on the spine cover. Stickers to increase sales. While price stickers can be an effective marketing tool, they should not be the only tactic used to increase book sales. The success of a book is ultimately determined by factors such as its content, target audience, timing, and marketing. Here are some pointers to consider if you want to use prize stickers to increase the sales of your book. Select the appropriate sticker. Consider the type of reward sticker that would be appealing to your target audience. A fun and colorful sticker, for example, might be suitable for a children's book. Collaboration with reputable award organizations. Having a prize sticker from a reputable award organization can improve the credibility of your work and its appeal to potential readers. Highlight the prize sticker in your book's marketing materials, such as the book cover, website, and social media profiles. Consider the timing. If your book has already been published, adding a prize sticker may not have the same effect. To generate more buzz, consider releasing a fresh edition of the book with the sticker. While prize stickers can be useful, they are not an assurance of success. To reach your target audience, concentrate on writing a high-quality book and marketing it through various channels. Condition markers. These are used to identify the book's condition. New, used, like new, good, fair, and poor. Here are a few notable book condition markers. Yes, that's right. Condition markers are used to describe a book's general condition, and to indicate its physical appearance, as well as any damage or wear that it may have suffered. Here's a rundown of some typical condition markers. New. A new book is one that has never been read and shows no evidence of wear or damage. Used. A previously owned book that may show evidence of wear or damage. Like new. A book that is in like new shape with no visible wear or damage. Good. A book that has been read and may show signs of wear, but is still in good shape. Fair. A volume that has substantial wear, such as creases, markings, or tears. Poor. A severely damaged book, with missing pages or extensive water damage. It's important to note that condition markers can differ depending on the seller or store, so it's always a good idea to carefully read the item description before making a purchase. Sale markers. These are used to show that a book is on sale, or has been discounted. Sale markers can take the shape of stickers or signs. Signed copies. These are used to show that the author, or illustrator has signed the book. Collectors can enhance the value of a book by using these markers. Books with signed versions sell better. While signed copies can undoubtedly add value to a book, they are unlikely to sell well on their own. Other variables that influence a book's success include the book's content, marketing, and publicity. However, autographed copies can be a desirable, and one-of-a-kind addition to a reader's collection, particularly if the author is well known, or highly esteemed. Signed copies can also be used as a promotional strategy, such as freebies, or limited-time offers, to persuade readers to purchase a book. Finally, while autographed copies can add value to a book, and may help drive sales, they should be viewed as one of many potential promotional techniques, rather than a guarantee that a book will sell well. First edition markers are used to show that a book is a first edition, which can boost a book's value for collectors. The copyright page, or the cover may have first edition markings. Publisher's marks. These are used to identify the book's publisher. The publisher's mark may appear on the spine, cover, or title page. Books have always been an important component of human life. They are used as a means of communication, a source of information, and an entertainment tool. Every year, thousands of novels are released, but only a handful of them are commercially successful. So, what makes a book sell well? This article will go through the numerous aspects that lead to a book's success. Writing quality. The quality of writing is the most important component in determining a book's success. Even if the plot is intriguing, a book with poor writing will not sell well. Readers want a book that is well written, grammatically correct, and free of mistakes and errors. An author must devote time to his or her writing. Here are some quality writing aspects that might help a book sell well. Strong storytelling. A well-crafted story may keep readers interested from start to finish. A book with a well-developed storyline, intriguing characters, and a satisfying ending can produce a favorable reading experience, leading to positive reviews and recommendations. Writing quality. Clear writing. When it comes to good writing, clarity is essential. The target audience should be able to understand the language and writing style. A book that is simple to read might appeal to a larger audience, and give readers the impression that they are making rapid progress. Evocative imagery. Good writing can bring scenes and characters to life, engaging readers in the plot. Using descriptive language to create vivid imagery can help readers feel connected to the tale, and create a memorable reading experience. Authentic voice. A distinct and authentic voice can distinguish a work from others in the same category. When a writer's voice connects with readers, it can help build a devoted fan base, who will continue to read and suggest the author's work. Emotional connection. A novel that generates powerful emotions might leave readers with a lasting imprint. A novel that gets into readers' emotions, whether via laughter, heartbreak, or suspense, can generate a sense of intimacy and connection, increasing the likelihood that they will suggest it. Overall, the quality of writing is an important component in determining how well a book will sell. Writers may develop a book that engages with readers and generates positive word of mouth by focusing on strong storytelling, clarity, vivid imagery, real voice, and emotional connection. Cover concept. The cover design is the first thing that a reader notices. A well-designed cover can persuade a reader to pick up the book and read the back cover blurb. In contrast, a poorly designed cover can make the book appear unpleasant and amateurish. The cover should be visually appealing, appropriate to the genre, and include a clear title and author name. There are various factors that might help make a book cover design more appealing and captivating to potential readers. Here are some pointers. Aesthetically appealing graphics, or imagery that relate to the book's content. A book cover should captivate a reader's attention with aesthetically appealing images, or imagery that relate to the book's content. It should be distinct from other covers in the same genre, in order to stand out. Title and author name. The title and author name of the book should be clear and easy to read so that people can readily recognize the author and title. Color scheme. Select a color scheme that is appropriate for the genre and theme of the book. Bright colors can draw attention, but they should not be overly garish or distracting. Typography. Select a font that is easy to read and represents the tone of the book. The font size should be large enough to read from a distance. Professional design. Consider employing a professional graphic designer to create the cover, since they will have the skills and ability to create an appealing and intriguing design. Market research. Learn about your target audience and what they want in a book cover. Examine other successful books in your category to determine what design features they all have in common. Test designs. Once you've created various cover designs, put them to the test with your target audience to discover which one resonates the most with them. Remember that the cover of your book is the first impression a reader has of it, so make it visually appealing and relevant to the material inside. Marketing. For the success of a book, marketing becomes a really essential activity. A well-executed marketing effort can generate buzz about the book and reader interest. To promote the book, the author, publisher, or marketing team can employ a variety of strategies, such as social media, book tours, interviews, and reviews. Marketing can be costly, but it is an investment that can be profitable in the long run. Marketing is crucial in making a book sell effectively. Here are some techniques for efficiently marketing your book. Make a strong online presence by having a website, social media accounts, and a blog. Your website should contain information about your book, as well as reviews and purchasing alternatives. Use social media to interact with your audience, share updates, and promote your work. Create a mailing list. On your website and social media profiles, encourage individuals to join up for your mailing list. This allows you to engage directly with your readers and advertise your book to a receptive audience. Utilize book reviews. Book reviews can be quite effective in promoting your book. Request a review of your book from book bloggers, influencers, and reviewers. Consider giving advance reader copies, ARCs, to reviewers and bloggers to generate hype before the book's formal publication. Use book trailers. Create a short video trailer for your book and post it on your website, social media, and YouTube. A book trailer can be a very effective method to visually promote your book and captivate potential readers. Participate in book clubs and events. To market your book and connect with potential readers, attend book clubs and book-related events. You might also consider arranging a book launch event to increase interest in your new book. 1. Offer promotions. Discounts, giveaways, and other promotions can be a wonderful way to entice people to buy your book. You can provide a limited time discount, a social media giveaway, or a free copy of your book to individuals who join up for your mailing list. 2. Consider advertising. Finally, think about paying for advertising to promote your book. This can include using social media ads, Google AdWords, or promoting your book on book-related websites. However, to reach your desired demographic and maximize your return on investment, make sure you precisely tailor your advertising. You may Effectively market your book, and boost its chances of selling well by employing these tactics. Genre. A book's genre can also influence its success. Certain genres have a strong fan following, and are more likely to sell well, such as romance, mystery, and thriller. This is not to say that other genres cannot be successful. To choose the ideal genre for the book, conduct market research, and understand the target audience. The genre of a book can be an important component in determining its target audience, and the expectations of readers in that genre. When a book is marketed and promoted to its intended audience, the likelihood of sales and positive reviews increases. Certain genres, such as romance, thriller, and science fiction, have very passionate and loyal readerships, which can result in strong word-of-mouth recommendations and increased sales. It is crucial to remember, however, that genre alone does not necessarily guarantee a book's success. Quality writing, intriguing characters, and a fascinating tale are also important elements that can help a book stand out in its category and attract a larger readership. Furthermore, while keeping to a popular genre may enhance sales, authors must also be unique and innovative within that genre in order to avoid slipping into predictable patterns and clichés. Ultimately, regardless of genre, a good book is one that captivates readers and leaves them wanting more. While there is no formula to guarantee a book's success, certain genres are more popular and have a greater readership than others. Here are a few examples of popular genres. Romance books are one of the most popular genres, with readers ready to escape into stories of love and passion. Thriller/suspense. Books with nail-biting suspense, twists, and turns that keep readers on the edge of their seats are constantly in high demand. Fantasy/science fiction. These genres are popular among readers of all ages, because they allow readers to escape into imagined worlds and explore new ideas and concepts. Mystery. Readers love mystery novels that push them to solve a conundrum or find out who done it, and they frequently lead to sequels and series. Young adult fiction. In recent years, young adult fiction has risen in popularity, with novels that appeal to both teenagers and adults, frequently including coming-of-age themes and varied characters. While genre can obviously influence a book's success, the most significant component is the quality of the writing and the tale itself. Any genre can benefit from a well-written book with fascinating characters and a compelling plot. Timing. Another issue that can influence a book's success is timing. The book should be released at a time when the genre is in high demand. A romantic novel released around Valentine's Day, for example, is more likely to sell well than one released in the midst of summer. In addition, the book should be released when there is less competition from other works in the same category. There is no clear answer to this question, because the time to make a book sell well depends on a number of circumstances, including the genre of the book, current trends in the publishing industry, and the author and publisher's marketing efforts. There are, however, some broad rules and tactics that can improve the chances of a book selling successfully. The date of the book's release is an essential consideration. In general, releasing a book around a period of year when there is a high demand for books in the genre is a good idea. Books in the romance and mystery genres, for example, tend to sell well around Valentine's Day and Halloween, respectively. Furthermore, releasing a book in the months leading up to the major holiday shopping season, when many people are seeking for present ideas, is sometimes favorable. Another important influence is the book's marketing and publicity initiatives. In the months leading up to the book's release, authors and publishers should use techniques such as social media campaigns, book trailers, and author interviews to generate buzz and enthusiasm. It can also be beneficial to obtain positive reviews and endorsements from notable reviewers and other genre authors. Finally, the success of a book is determined by a variety of elements, including the quality of the writing, the attractiveness of the tale, and characters, and the author's platform and network. While timing is a crucial element, it is only one of several that authors and publishers must consider when launching a new book. When it comes to making a book sell successfully, timing is crucial. Here are some important considerations. When to release a book, release timing. It is critical to release a book when there is a significant demand for books in the category. Books in the romance and mystery genres, for example, tend to sell well around Valentine's Day and Halloween, respectively. Furthermore, publishing a book in the months preceding the major holiday buying season can be useful. Marketing and publicity. It is critical to generate buzz and excitement about the book in the months leading up to its release. Interest can be generated through social media campaigns, book trailers, and author interviews. Obtaining positive reviews and endorsements from influential reviewers and other genre authors can also be beneficial. The quality of the book, the attractiveness of the tale and characters, and the power of the author's platform and network all play a part in the success of a book. A well-written book, with a fascinating tale and great characters will sell better. Keeping up with current trends in the publishing sector can also be beneficial. For example, if a particular sort of book is currently popular, it may be beneficial to issue a comparable book that caters to that trend. A solid author platform with an engaged audience can help drive sales. Authors who have a strong social media presence, or a huge email list are more likely to have a book published. In conclusion, timing is only one of many elements that authors and publishers must consider when releasing a new book. Releasing a book when there is significant demand in the category, creating buzz through marketing and publicity, writing a high-quality book, staying current with trends, and having a strong author platform are all crucial factors to consider. Reviews. A book's success can also be influenced by its reviews. Positive reader and critic evaluations can spark interest and inspire more people to read the book. Negative reviews, on the other hand, may deter consumers from purchasing the book. It is critical to encourage readers to post reviews on sites like Amazon and Goodreads. You may do various things to help a book sell well depending on reviews. Encourage early reviews. Encourage readers to post reviews as soon as the book is available. This can help to gain traction and awareness on marketplaces, such as Amazon. Contact book bloggers and reviewers. Find bloggers and reviewers who specialize in your genre, and contact them to seek a review. You may even provide them with a complimentary copy of the book in exchange for an honest review. Reviews. Contribute favorable reviews on social media, and urge your fans to contribute their own thoughts on the book. In exchange for writing a review, offer them a discount on a future book, or an exclusive bonus chapter. Take the time to answer to reviews. If you receive a review, take the time to respond to it. Thank the reader for their comments, and resolve any issues they may have had. This can aid in the development of a relationship with your readers, and encourage them to post additional evaluations in the future. Remember that the most important thing is to concentrate on crafting a fantastic novel. Positive reviews will naturally come if your book is well written and intriguing. Price. The cost of a book can also have an impact on its success. The book's price should be competitive with other books in the same genre. A book that is overpriced may deter readers from purchasing it, whereas a book that is underpriced may be considered as low quality. Book pricing suggestions. The price at which a book will sell well is determined by several criteria, including the genre, target demographic, length, format, and the author's reputation. There are, nevertheless, a few common recommendations to follow. Examine the market for similar books in your genre, to see where your book fits in terms of quality, length, and substance. This will provide you with an estimate of how much readers are willing to pay. Understand your target audience. Consider your target audience's willingness to pay for a book. A young adult novel, for example, may be less expensive than a technical treatise. Consider the following format. An ebook's pricing may be lower than that of a print book, but so may its production costs. You'll also need to consider the cost of printing and distribution, if you're self-publishing. Balance profit and sales. While it may be tempting to overprice your book in order to maximize profit, it is also crucial to consider sales potential. A lower price point may result in more sales, which may eventually lead to more revenue. Overall, pricing a book to sell successfully is a delicate balancing act that necessitates careful consideration of a variety of elements. It's critical to do your homework and choose a price that works for both you and your readers. Author brand. The author's brand might also have an impact on a book's popularity. A first-time author is less likely to sell successfully than one with a strong brand and a large following. Previous successful books, social media presence, and public appearances can all help to build the author's brand. Tips for author branding. Developing a strong author brand is critical to successfully selling a book. A strong author brand may help you get credibility, visibility, and interaction with your target audience. Here are a few pointers to help you create your author brand and boost the likelihood of your book selling well. Create a distinct writing style. Your writing style is what distinguishes you from other authors. To ensure that your work is easily recognized by your readers, it is critical to identify your own voice and polish your writing talents. Create a strong online presence. Your website, social media profiles, and other online platforms are all important for developing your author brand. Make certain that your internet presence accurately portrays your brand and engages your target audience. Create a loyal following by engaging with your readers, sharing your story, and creating content that is relevant to your target demographic. This will assist you in developing a loyal audience who will be more likely to purchase your book. Collaborate with other authors. Working with other authors might allow you to broaden your reach and develop your author brand. To reach a larger audience, you can co-author a book or collaborate on a marketing effort. Utilize book reviews and endorsements. Positive reviews and endorsements from well-known writers or influencers can assist to increase your credibility and visibility, increasing the likelihood that your book will sell well. Remember that developing a strong author brand takes time and work, but it can be a very effective tool for selling your book and establishing yourself as a successful author. Social media. Word of mouth is a significant marketing tactic that can help a book succeed. Readers who like a book are more inclined to recommend it to their friends and relatives. This can have a snowball effect, increasing interest in the book. Word of mouth is a potent marketing tactic that can have a significant impact on a book's success. Here are some examples of how positive word of mouth can help a book sell well. Reviews. When people enjoy a book, they are more inclined to leave favorable feedback on websites such as Amazon, Goodreads, or BookBub. These reviews can be an effective tool in persuading other readers to read the book. Readers who enjoy a book frequently communicate their pleasure on social media channels, such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. They may share lines or photographs from the book, or they may recommend it to their followers. Many readers participate in book clubs, where they debate and recommend books to one another. When a book is chosen for a book club, it might result in greater sales and attention. Readers who enjoy a book may simply promote it to friends, relatives, or co-workers. This can have a snowball effect, as more people become interested in the book. Awards. Winning, or being nominated for an award, can produce a lot of good buzz and attention, which can lead to greater sales and publicity. Overall, favorable word of mouth can be extremely effective in assisting a book's sales. When readers share their enthusiasm for a book with others, it can result in increased publicity and sales, as well as assist the book reach a larger audience. Book club selection. Being chosen as a book club selection can also help a book's success. Book clubs expose a huge number of readers, and can spark debate and discussion. There are a few elements to consider when choosing a book for a book club that will result in the book selling well. Choose a book that will appeal to a wide range of readers. When choosing a book for a book club, it is important to choose a book that will appeal to a wide range of readers. This entails selecting a book that is well written, intriguing, and has a universal topic or subject matter that will appeal to readers. Select a book with buzz. Look for works that are causing a stir in the literary community. This could be a book that has achieved critical praise, won an award, or is currently being discussed in the media. Choosing a book that is already generating attention will help increase interest among members of your book club and beyond. Choose a book that lends itself to conversation. One of the key aims of a book club is to hold a fascinating discussion about the book. Choose a novel with a lot of debate material, such as complicated characters, moral quandaries, or contentious issues. Arrange an engaging discussion panel. Aside from selecting the right book, it's critical to arrange an engaging discussion that will keep book club members interested and motivate them to spread the news about the book. This could include pre-planning discussion topics, inviting a guest speaker or author to participate in the discussion, or having the book club in an unusual setting. By following these guidelines, you can select a book for your book club that will not only spark an interesting conversation but will also drive interest and sales outside of the book club. Chapter 2: How to Write a Critically and Commercially Successful Book. Regardless of genre, today's novels are largely cinematic, which is a significant change from how novels were written. There is, however, a lot more to writing amazing scenes, which is required to produce a great book. The process of evaluating a book is iterative. Those with superb character development, but zero immersion, for example, will earn a poor review, but a thematically profound read, with painfully poor reading will receive a dreadful evaluation. The key to writing a great novel is being able to detect what's missing in your scenes and rewriting in a targeted manner. In other words, the greatest approach to write a fantastic novel is to write, revise, and critique through a specific perspective. This strategy will definitely lead you to success. Where to start? The genre scales are mostly decided by the unique demand. Many writers can effortlessly create mood and atmosphere. To become a better writer, though, you must have a conscious, practical understanding of the tools available to you for manipulating mood, atmosphere, and tone in your work. The takeaway here is that genre is virtually always decided by the audience's demands and expectations. This is why it is critical to identify what knowledge your audience will require and what you want them to gain from your writing. All of this information will be utilized to establish the optimal genre for your written work. However, there will be times when your genre is predetermined for you. For example, you may be required to write a paper in a specific genre, and it will be necessary to identify how the standards of the genre should be applied, as well as what information should be included and why. There are as many genres of writing as there are books, movies, and other forms of media. In the literary world, for example, writing can be either fiction or non-fiction, and it is likely to fit into one of the major literary genres, such as comedy, drama, horror, romance, tragedy, thriller, fantasy. However, there will be times when your genre is predetermined for you. For example, as you develop your literary work, these genres may begin to branch out into subgenres such as crime, fairy tale, and folklore. Alternatively, they may cross over into another genre entirely, resulting in a hybrid of genres such as dramedy or rom-coms. When the taxonomy of writing evolves, so does the number of potential writing genres. In short, a genre employs distinguishing characteristics that set it apart from other genres, or forms of literature. It is your responsibility, as the writer, to ensure that you grasp the format and type of writing that is anticipated in your specific situation. What exactly is a writing technique? A writing technique is a style used by an author to express their message in an effective and meaningful way to their audience. Understanding the many sorts of writing styles is essential for professionals, since you will need to adapt your writing style to connect with your audience. Storytelling is an art form that involves the imaginative and compelling sharing of stories. Storytelling entertains and persuades audiences, and speakers frequently utilize it to motivate or educate their audiences. There are 4 sorts of writing techniques. 1. Descriptive writing style. Descriptive writing draws the reader into a story by establishing a vivid mental image of the people, settings, and events. Descriptive writers frequently employ literary devices such as similes and metaphors in their work. The goal of descriptive writing is to make the reader feel as if they are experiencing the events firsthand. The majority of descriptive writing is brief. Poems, personal journals, and lyrics are some examples. 2. Narrative writing style. Narrative writing builds on descriptive writing by telling a complete story with a beginning, middle, and end. A narrative writing style, such as a fictitious novel, film, or memoir, follows a clear storyline and plot. Narrative writers frequently employ literary devices such as foreshadowing and flashbacks in their work. A story must have a beginning, middle, and conclusion. Because most stories have a chronological format, this makes it easy to follow and understand. The presentation of your story is one of its most significant components. This introduces your characters and setting, which might help your audience understand what they're hearing. This clarity might help your audience stay interested. The increasing action, climax, decreasing action, and resolution are also vital components of your story. 3. Persuasive writing style. Persuasive writing attempts to persuade or influence the reader to believe or do what the writer desires. The persuasive writing style necessitates that the writer combine research and logical reasoning with an emotional connection that persuades the reader to accept the writer's personal thoughts and beliefs. It is more successful if the audience can relate to your story. Understanding your audience's thoughts and experiences can help you develop an engaging story. When a story connects with the audience, they are more likely to engage with the brand. It's a good idea to draw inspiration for your story from your personal experiences. This allows you to tell an honest tale to the audience, which may help them relate. Knowing about the events in the story also helps you establish a structure in the story, since you understand how the story should progress. Emotional appeals can have a big impact. Happiness, anger, sadness, fear, surprise, and disgust are the 6 primary emotions to which you might appeal. Using emotions to connect with your audience might help your story feel more authentic. Because emotions are powerful motivators that drive behaviors, you may find it simpler to connect with your audience. 4. Expository writing style. The purpose of expository writing is to inform, explain, or describe something to the reader. Expository writing is one of the most popular styles of writing that addresses the reader's queries such as what, why, and how. When writing in an expository style, the writer must separate their opinion from the facts they are presenting. Here's 7 essential points to consider towards commercial success. 1. High moment and character change. You must understand the precise objective of your scene, and build to a significant moment at the conclusion that causes change in your character. According to Maas, dig deeper into your character at this point in the story, and find contradictions, dilemmas, opposing impulses, and clashing ideas within him that keep us in suspense. Include character in a turmoil over what is happening in the scene right now, in the moment. Inner conflict manifests itself through contradicting ideas, words, and/or deeds. Show a character, for example, acting in a way that violates his desires. Show the character doubting, wishing for, or fearing anything that may, or may not occur in the future of the story. Include references to things that happened in the past, this morning, years ago, whatever, that pique the reader's interest. Bonus points if the facts given appear to be mutually exclusive. Give your character negative feelings about the past mixed in with positive feelings about what's going on in the present, or vice versa. Or mix emotional emotions about the present with opposite emotional thoughts about the future, such as optimism, or terror. Allow your character to misinterpret his emotions. Demonstrate this by letting them believe they feel one way, and then reacting, and dealing with their thoughts and experiences in a way that contradicts their assumptions, and reveals their genuine emotions. 2. Microtension to keep them hooked. Microtension, according to Maas, is the moment-by-moment tension that keeps the reader in a constant state of suspense over what will happen, not in the story but in the next few seconds. Everything leads to secrets, and plot twists to come. What you aren't expressing simmers beneath the surface of your situations. This is the point at which your story will either succeed, or fail. The important action-reaction cycle is discussed. Give readers hints of the scene's reward early in the scene, or sequence/act/story, by describing early scene action, or location or whatever else, in a way that echoes/suggests/foreshadows the scene's payoff action. Group your logline. Does the story have to indicate the polar opposite of what actually occurs? 3. Deep POV nuance. This includes distinct voices for each character. It's critical to establish the character's mood, mindset, and motivation from the outset. Microtension in dialogue arises from conflict between the talkers or from inner struggle from the POV, from one character's reluctance to accept something about the interaction, the words, or the other character. Put one character on the defensive, even if it doesn't appear to be provoked. Or make one character aggressive, even when it doesn't seem necessary. Give the character a button that the other character can easily push. Whether the other character knows they're pushing the button, and is doing it on purpose, or the other character is pushing it by accident, and eliciting an unexpected reaction from the sensitive character. Alter a character's conversation, so that it contradicts their intentions, thoughts, and body language. 4. Sensory description. Going beyond the 5 senses, particular terminology is used to build the atmosphere and tone for the scenario. What the character experiences through her senses should provide crucial information about her, rather than simply deliver information. Look for possibilities to employ words and imagery that hint/suggest/shadow/foreshadow the tail notion that we'll eventually see and experience in full at the beginning of the story. What possibilities, large and little, do the story have to reflect your concept? 5. Emotional manipulation. You must understand how you want your readers to feel, and how to make them feel that way. 6. Useful backstory in the appropriate amounts and locations. 7. Tight, condensed dialogue. It may either make or break a scene. We'll examine on-the-nose conversation and talk about dialogue mechanics. Characters rarely say what they intend, but their needs are clear. A formula to earn 5-star book reviews. 1. Readability. The level of readability of a book is the foundation for any successful story. The stories have distinct chapter beginnings and endings. It's a minor detail, but it's an excellent technique to entice people to keep reading. How can you put down a book when each chapter begins and finishes with a cliffhanger scene, shocking story twist, or profound statement? When these elements are found in a work on a regular basis, readers know it's good. Novels that aren't as readable, those that have difficult sentence construction, a confused storyline, and weak chapter openings and endings, almost beg to be discarded. This may seem apparent, but if you can't entice a reader to read your novel, you need to work on your craft more before writing your next book. 2. Immersion. Immersion is the ability to not only immerse myself in a novel, but to experience the story intimately, living vicariously through the characters. This is accomplished by maintaining a consistent focus on setting, detailed description, and atmospherics. Readers don't just want to experience the story as a detached observer gazing down at what's going on, they want to be immersed in it. If one loses track of time while reading a book, that kind of reads that if I look at the clock, and realize hours have passed, then you've succeeded in dragging them completely into your book. 3. Character depth and plot complexity. Characters that are three-dimensional, intriguing, and identifiable provide emotional connectivity and intensity to the book. If your readers aren't emotionally invested in your characters, the narrative power of your story will certainly suffer. Emotions are powerful. If you can move your readers to tears, make them laugh out loud, or make them look beneath the bed, you've succeeded on some level. Creating authentic people to whom readers can empathize is a commendable accomplishment, but a word of caution: avoid cliches and stereotypes. A novel with an impressively twisty plotline might still succeed with somewhat cardboard characters. Which is why narrative complexity is important, why read a story where you can foresee what will happen after a few chapters. Even if it is masterfully presented, there's a possibility that readers will be underwhelmed and disappointed. 4. Novelty and innovation. This one is related to embracing uniqueness, whether through unusual characters or tale structure. So many books today are based on unoriginal, rehashed, or derivative storylines. Readers may become easily bored, especially if they read the same fundamental plot arc over and over. Don't be too cautious. Create a story that you haven't read before. Just because something has been done before doesn't mean it can't be re-envisioned or reimagined, but be creative, put a fresh spin on an old mythos, flip a stereotype. Have the audacity to be inventive. 5. Thematic extensiveness. Definitely, being a reader makes you live different lives. When you read a book, directly or indirectly, there will be some type of spiritual and/or existential wisdom, some kind of revelation or insight within the plot that will affect the way they see themselves and the world around them. A novel with this much thematic power will always receive a starred review. Stories, regardless of genre, have the potential to influence people's lives. To create a novel that is both commercially successful and critically renowned, as well as entertaining and enlightening. How to write and revise more objectively. When writers examine their own work, a range of feelings are involved. And those feelings may make it difficult to see clearly and precisely what our strengths and limitations are. Start here. If you wish to approach your own writing and self-editing process in a clearer, more sincere manner. 1. Listen to your gut feelings. Humans are selective in what we pay attention to at any one time, according to brain science. We suspect that the writer's brain and criticism work similarly. Imagine a small voice informing you that the conclusion to your book isn't quite right. But you think to yourself, perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps everything will be all right. Ignoring your gut feelings and following the voice that says that's fine. The way it is the simple solution. The difficult solution is to redo your novel after deleting the final third of it. Playing things safe might sometimes lead to smaller, less startling results than listening to your gut. 2. Make a note of your own criticism. While reading, if you find yourself thinking, my main character needs more character development, you've made a decent start. Write down your own strengths and flaws. The actions you must perform become specific, obvious, and unavoidable when they are written down. 3. Ask for an input from a reputable critique partner. Consult a reliable reader for assistance if you're really having trouble reading your own writing effectively. It might be time to modify if your reader alluded to or hinted at the same issues that you were doubting. But bear in mind that every reader brings a unique perspective to their criticism, so you may not eventually agree. 4. Don't be scared to delete some texts. If you're not 100% certain a scene or a phrase is working, get rid of it totally. Don't think of deleting as taking away or breaking down. Instead, consider it as an act of daring that makes room and sets a foundation for expansion. Don't even look at it once again. By beginning from scratch, you have the opportunity to either learn something completely new and amazing or realize that your first assumptions were accurate. 5. Take a short break. You may have already heard how beneficial it may be to put some time away between yourself and your ongoing project. Breaking up isn't being lazy. In fact, forcing oneself to take a break from your work might be really difficult. Overcoming perfectionism. Over-editing can weaken your tone and voice, which effectively takes away what makes your writing distinctive. If you do manage to finish a rough draft, the following steps are revision and editing. But after a few rounds of revision, put the red pen away. Maybe you're thinking that you need a different scenario, stanza, or theme altogether. The conclusion could either leave the reader hanging, or just wrap up any loose ends. Should you make a detailed plan, or just wing it? From establishing literary aspects to picking a title, if you're insisting on perfection, you may find yourself unable to make any decisions, and your VIPs, works in progress, will never be completed. Because of this, it is impossible to submit on time. Maybe you're worried you need to edit more thoroughly, or you're not sure what literary journals are right for your submission. Whatever the reason, you're not sending your work out regularly. Your insistence on perfection has paralyzed you. But sending out submissions on a regular schedule is essential to getting acceptances. Don't let indecision deadlock your efforts to get published. You've put in the time and effort to create and refine your latest work. Setting and maintaining realistic deadlines is the most effective strategy to get past the impediment of perfectionism. It's time to get it into the hands of literary agents and editors. Writing is a cycle. Sometimes, life becomes really hectic, or overwhelming, or your writer's block appears to be 100 feet tall, and built of impenetrable steel. You, and yourself taking a break from writing, whether it's intentional, or unplanned. Your break could last 2 weeks, 2 months, or even 2 years, but the beauty of writing is that you can always pick up that pen again. However, now that you're ready to write again, it may appear tough to re-establish your creative rhythm. Set new goals. Goals can be terrific motivators for authors who wish to stay on track. If you previously set goals, but found yourself missing your self-imposed deadlines, it's time to reconsider whether your goals were reasonable. Unrealistic writing objectives are the easiest way to set yourself up for failure and, maybe, to take a long, unintentional hiatus from writing. Choose an appropriate place. You want to be able to write again? And we mean it literally. Having a comfortable writing environment makes it easier to return to the task at hand. Make sure your setting, whether it's in your home, a cafe, or the local library, encourages you to write. Make a playlist for writing. Having a writing-specific playlist on hand means you won't waste time listening to tunes instead of writing. You'll just push the play button and get started. It will set an atmosphere and get you to the momentum. And make sure to select appropriate music. You want the playlist to be a source of inspiration rather than a distraction. Boost that creative juice. Maybe you quit writing because you were creatively exhausted. In any case, giving your brain a creative boost before returning to writing will be beneficial. To begin, try some non-writing tasks to ease oneself into a creative mentality. Start slowly and don't overdo it. You may be tempted to dive right in with an hour-long writing session, but this is not sustainable. Rather avoid burning out too early. Begin by writing for shorter periods of time, and gradually increase your time spent writing. If you're concerned about losing momentum, if you don't act right away, maintain a notebook or make notes in your cell phone to keep track of any sparks of inspiration. Chapter 3. The Author Brand, How to Build an Effective Online Presence. Author Website. An author website allows potential consumers and interested users to interact with your work in a personalized manner. An author website may contain various components, which are a crucial component for a comprehensive author platform. Author Bio. Within your author website integrate a compressive author bio, wherein you are able to feature facts and information about yourself that you would like to share. This may include background information, your accomplishment, your writing styles, and your goal for the foreseeable future. Books. Your website is an opportunity to share your work with a wider audience due to the increased accessibility that online platforms provide. Use the accessibility of online media to your advantage by showcasing your books with cover images, summaries as well as purchase links. You should also include any reviews, awards, or recognition your books have received. Blog. Alongside sharing released work, writing a personal blog to share with your audience using similar writing techniques and styles that you incorporate within your books will allow readers of your site to engage with your work as an author. A blog is an excellent way to engage with your readers and establish yourself as an authority in your niche. You can use your blog to share insights about your writing process, promote your books, or discuss topics related to your genre. Social media links. Be sure to include your social media links, as it will increase your social presence online. Despite media presence not being a priority for most authors, it is a strategic method of increasing book sales and identifying your target audience. Contact information. The rise of technology has increased the need for online users to feel a sense of not only reliability with personalities online, but also a sense of personal contact. Instagram live chats, as well as exclusive Zoom calls with readers, excite readers as they feel they have an opportunity to interact with an author. Therefore, it is vital to include a way for readers to contact you, whether it's through a contact form, P.O. box, direct messages online, or an email address. Newsletter sign up. Encourage readers to sign up for your newsletter to stay up to date on your latest news, releases, and promotions. Events. Make a page within your site that provides details of meetups as well as events and book signing that you intend on attending. If you have any book signings, speaking engagements, or other events, include them on your website. This is an excellent way to connect with your readers and build your brand. Overall, your author website is a critical tool for building your brand and connecting with your readers. Make sure it's professional, informative, and easy to navigate. Importance. Creating a comprehensive author platform is crucial in today's digital age, as it allows you to establish your online presence, showcase your writing, and connect with your readers. A website also serves as a central hub, where readers can find information about you, your books, events, and other important updates. Having an author website is an effective way to build your brand, grow your audience, and ultimately, sell more books. Promote your work. A robust author platform allows you to promote your work to a wider audience. Through various channels such as social media, email marketing, and online advertising, you can attract new readers and drive more sales. Promoting your work will allow you to reach your career goals quicker, as an increased accessibility of author presence online and offline will increase your consumer engagement significantly. Creating a website that displays your work. An author platform enables you to create a professional website that showcases your writing. This website can serve as a hub for all your online activities, including your blog, social media profiles, and events. Not only is it beneficial for professional reasons, but also it can be a reminder of the work you love to do. Writer block is a reality that many authors face alongside lack of motivation. By adapting a website that showcases a perusal and informal author voice, you're able to express your voice and creativity in a free-flowing manner. This will be beneficial in subverting any issues you may have when writing a book, as your creativity will then flow easier. Connect with readers. An author platform allows you to connect with your readers on a deeper level. By engaging with your audience through social media, email, or your website, you can build relationships and create a loyal fan base. Prioritizing the consumers, alongside your own need for creative expression, is a tough balance to strike. However, an author platform will allow you to maintain both. Do not feel intimidated by users of your website as they are interested in your words. Be yourself, do not feel caged into a genre, and let your creativity flow. Build your brand. A strong author platform is critical for building your brand. It is hard to imagine any individual as a brand, however, within the publishing industry, where an audience is for specific genres or niche, building your brand to cater to your target audience, as well as any interested parties is important. By establishing a consistent online presence, you can communicate your unique writing style and message to your readers, which can help differentiate you from other authors in your genre. Control your online presence. With an author platform, you can take control of your online presence, and ensure that your message is accurately communicated to your audience. This is especially important in today's digital age, where your online reputation can have a significant impact on your success as an author. This is your opportunity to ensure that any misconstrued information about yourself and your work is clarified to your audiences from you, the most reliable source. Reach a global audience. Be in charge of others' information about you. By leveraging the power of the internet, an author platform enables you to reach a global audience. You can connect with readers from all over the world, and you are in charge of the information that others see about you online. To achieve these goals, it's essential to adapt your website in a manner that is engaging, informative, and unique. In this article, we'll discuss some key elements that you can incorporate into your author website to make it stand out and achieve your goals. Create a unique design. First and foremost, it is essential to choose a consistent color scheme that reflects the author's brand and complements the book covers, logo, and other branding elements. The color scheme should be consistent throughout the site, and the colors used should be carefully chosen to represent the author's writing style and brand. In addition to the color scheme, high-quality images are also important in creating a visually appealing website. Images can be used to engage readers, showcase the author's writing, and create an emotional connection with the audience. If an author wants to showcase fan art, it's crucial to use high-quality images that reflect the author's brand, and enhance the overall design of the website. A clean and modern layout is also essential in creating an author's website that is user-friendly and easy to navigate. However, it's important to remember that an author's website should be a reflection of their unique writing style and brand. Experimenting with different designs, colors, and layouts can create a unique and visually appealing website, but it's important to ensure that the overall design reflects the author's brand and personality. In today's world, more and more people are accessing websites on their mobile devices. Therefore, it's essential to ensure that an author's website is mobile-friendly. This means that the website should be easy to navigate on a smaller screen, load quickly, and be optimized for mobile devices. Feature engaging content. Creating engaging content is crucial for the success of any author's website. Engaging content not only attracts readers but also keeps them interested in the author's work. There are several ways to create engaging content for an author's website. Starting a blog is an excellent way to engage with readers, and establish oneself as an authority in a specific genre. Writing a blog can be a platform to share insights about the writing process, promote books, or discuss topics related to the genre. Through a blog, authors can build a community of readers, foster discussions, and receive feedback from their audience. Storytelling is a powerful tool to engage readers, and make writing more relatable. Using storytelling techniques in blog posts, book summaries, and other content can create a more immersive and enjoyable reading experience for readers. Storytelling can be done in many ways, such as by sharing anecdotes, personal experiences, or creating relatable characters. Sharing behind-the-scenes content is another way to engage readers. People love to get a glimpse of an author's life and writing process. By sharing photos, videos, and other content, readers can gain insight into the author's writing routine and environment. This can help readers connect with the author on a personal level and feel invested in their work. Offer exclusive content. Offering exclusive content is a great way for authors to engage their audience and build a loyal fan base. Exclusive content gives readers a sense of exclusivity and makes them feel valued by the author. It also serves as an excellent marketing strategy to attract new readers. One form of exclusive content that authors can offer is short stories related to their books. These stories can expand upon characters, settings, or events from the book, offering readers an even deeper insight into the world the author has created. By offering these stories exclusively on their website, authors can reward their loyal readers and attract new ones to their work. Deleted scenes from books are another form of exclusive content that authors can offer. These scenes may not have made it into the final version of the book, but they can offer readers an alternative perspective on the story and characters. By sharing these scenes exclusively on their website, authors can create buzz around their work and give readers a unique glimpse into their creative process. Character profiles are another form of exclusive content that authors can offer. These profiles give readers a deeper understanding of the characters in the book, including their backstory, motivations, and personality traits. By offering these profiles exclusively on their website, authors can engage with their audience and create a more immersive reading experience. Finally, offering early access to books before they are available to the general public is a powerful form of exclusive content. This gives readers the chance to be among the first to read the book, making them feel special and valued by the author. Early access can also generate buzz around the book and help build anticipation for its release. Showcase testimonials and reviews. Showcasing testimonials and reviews on your website is a great way to build credibility and trust with your audience. By featuring positive reviews and testimonials from satisfied readers, you can attract new readers and reinforce the loyalty of your existing fan base. To showcase testimonials and reviews effectively, it is important to feature them prominently on your website. You can do this by placing them on your home page, book pages, or testimonials page where they are easily visible to visitors. In addition, it's important to use high-quality images of your book covers alongside the testimonials and reviews to give your audience a visual representation of your work. This can help grab their attention and make them more likely to read your book. Finally, you can also share your testimonials and reviews on social media to reach a wider audience and attract new readers. Creating a multi-community around your writing is another great way to engage your readers, build your brand, and promote your work. By offering a discussion forum, where readers can connect with each other and discuss your books, you can create a space for your audience to interact and engage with your content. You can also host online events, such as book clubs or candor sessions, where readers can interact with you and each other in real time. Another way to create a multi-community is by offering exclusive content to your readers, such as behind-the-scenes glimpses into your writing process, early access to new books, or special promotions and giveaways. By offering exclusive content, you can reward your most loyal readers and encourage them to engage with your brand even more. Blogs. Blogs are an excellent way to connect with your readers and share insights about your writing process. By sharing your writing journey, you can build a community of readers who are interested in your work. Here are some tips for using blogs to interact with your readers. Create a blog series. Create a series of blog posts that follow your writing journey, from the initial idea to the finished product. This can help readers feel more invested in your work and connect with you on a deeper level. Offer writing tips. Offer writing tips and advice on your blog to help aspiring writers improve their craft. This can also help establish you as an authority in the writing community. Guest blog. Consider inviting other writers to guest blog on your website, or offering to guest blog on other websites. This can help you reach new readers and expand your audience. Include visuals. Include visuals such as images, videos, and infographics in your blog posts to make them more visually appealing and engaging. Share on social media. Share your blog posts on social media to reach a wider audience and attract new readers. Optimize for SEO. Optimize your blog posts for search engine optimization, SEO, to increase visibility and improve your search rankings. This includes using relevant keywords, meta descriptions, and alt tags for images. Provide value. Provide value to your readers through your blog posts, whether it's through entertaining stories, writing advice, or exclusive content. This can help build trust and loyalty with your audience. Incorporate calls to action. Incorporate calls to action in your blog posts, such as encouraging readers to sign up for your email list, or check out your latest book release. This can help drive engagement and conversions. In summary, blogs are a valuable tool for writers to connect with their readers and share insights about their writing process. By providing value to your readers, using storytelling techniques, and optimizing for SEO, you can build a strong community of readers who are invested in your work. Newsletters. Newsletters are a powerful tool for authors to engage with their readership. They offer a more detailed and personal form of communication compared to email lists, allowing authors to share exclusive content and personal stories with their subscribers. One way to offer value to your newsletter subscribers is by providing exclusive content such as behind-the-scenes glimpses into your writing process, or early access to your books. Sharing personal stories in newsletters is also an effective way to connect with readers on a more personal level. Additionally, asking for feedback from your subscribers can help you better understand your audience and improve your writing. Overall, newsletters can be a highly effective way to build a strong relationship with your readers and promote your work. Social media platforms. Social media platforms offer a plethora of opportunities to connect with your readers and promote your writing. However, to maximize their potential, it is essential to identify your reader demographic and target your interactions and promotions to their interests. This could involve using targeted ads on social media platforms, responding to comments and messages, and hosting giveaways to reward your readers. By building a strong presence on social media platforms, you can establish a direct connection with your readers, promote your work, and build a loyal fan base. In conclusion, interacting with your readers is a crucial aspect of building a strong author platform. By using media tools such as email lists, blogs, newsletters, and social media platforms, you can connect with your readers, promote your work, and gain valuable feedback. Remember to offer exclusive content, respond to comments, and use storytelling techniques to engage your readers and build a loyal following. Chapter 4. Creating a launch plan, employing the best marketing and promotional strategies. Developing a launch strategy for a new product or service can be a daunting process, but it is also an essential component of a successful launch. A launch strategy is simply a roadmap for bringing your product or service to the market, and increasing awareness, excitement, and demand among your target audience. It is a thorough strategy outlining the steps you will take prior to, during, and after the launch to ensure its success. Working with a publisher may be extremely beneficial when it comes to launching a book, as they will most likely have knowledge and resources to draw on to help you design a successful launch plan. However, authors must remain involved in the process and have a thorough comprehension of it. Defining your target audience is one of the first steps in developing a launch strategy. Who do you want to reach out to with your book or service? Understand the requirements of the public. After you've identified your target demographic, you can start developing marketing and promotional methods that will appeal to them. Another critical component of a launch strategy is the formation of a launch team. This team should be made up of people who have the necessary skills and competence to carry out the launch strategy successfully. Your team may comprise members of your publishing house, publicist, social media manager, and others, depending on the extent of your launch. There are numerous things to consider when it comes to marketing and promotional methods. Here are a few examples that you could include in your launch strategy. Publicity and media outreach is contacting journalists, bloggers, and other members of the media in order to get coverage for your product or service. Consider scheduling interviews or guest appearances on podcasts or other media sources. Marketing on social media. Social media can be a strong tool for creating buzz and driving interest in your launch. Consider developing a social media campaign that combines targeted ads, influencer partnerships, and interesting content that will appeal to your target demographic. Email marketing. Email marketing may be a very effective technique to reach out to your target audience and keep them interested in your launch. Consider generating an email list and a series of newsletters to keep your audience updated and enthusiastic about your launch. Depending on your budget, you may want to explore placing advertisements on social media, Google, or other platforms to increase traffic and raise awareness for your launch. Events and promotions. Hosting events, giveaways, or other promotions around your launch can be a wonderful way to generate excitement and engagement. Consider collaborating with other businesses or influencers to increase the reach of your promotions. Finally, the key to a good launch strategy is to tackle it strategically, creatively, and consistently. It's also critical to track your progress and alter your strategy as needed to get the most of your marketing and promotional efforts. If you're collaborating with a publisher, make sure to keep in touch with your team and provide advice and feedback throughout the launch process. Working together and utilizing the best marketing and promotional tactics will assist assure success of your book or product launch. Writing a book is a long and frequently difficult process, but launching it is an equally difficult task. Developing a launch strategy and establishing a launch team are critical to achieving success. In this article, we will look at the various phases involved in developing a launch strategy and establishing a launch team, as well as some of the best marketing and promotional techniques for maximizing the impact of your book launch. Making a launch strategy. A launch plan entails a number of essential elements that must be properly studied and implemented to achieve a successful launch. These steps are as follows. Defining your goals. The first stage in developing a launch strategy is to identify your objectives. What are your goals for your book launch? Do you intend to sell a specific number of books? Do you wish to establish an author platform? Do you want to be recognized as an expert in your field? After you've identified your goals, you can start making plans to achieve them. Identifying your audience. The next step is to determine who your target audience is. For whom are you writing? What are their requirements, desires, and interests? What are your target audience's demographics? Understanding your target market is critical to creating an effective marketing and promotional strategy. Setting your budget. After you've defined your goals and determined your target audience, you'll need to decide on a budget. How much money do you have available for marketing and promotion? What is the cheapest way to contact your target audience? Setting a budget will assist you in prioritizing your activities and making the most use of your resources. Creating your marketing and promotional strategy. With your goals, target audience, and budget in mind, you can start creating your marketing and promotional strategy. Social media marketing, email marketing, paid advertising, public relations, and events may all be used. The idea is to create a strategy that is suited to your audience and budget while still focusing on attaining your objectives. Setting your time frame. After developing your marketing and promotional strategy, you must establish a time frame. When are you going to start promoting your book? When will you make it available? When will your events take place? Setting a timeline can help you keep organized and ensure that you are taking the appropriate steps at the appropriate time. Putting together a launch team. Another critical part of promoting your book is assembling a launch crew. Your launch team will assist you in carrying out your launch strategy, and ensuring that everything runs well. Your launch team may contain the following individuals. Your publisher's name. Your publisher can provide essential assistance and tools to assist you in launching your book. They may have prior expertise with book launches, and can advise you on the best way to proceed. A publicist. A publicist can assist you in obtaining media publicity for your book. They may assist you in writing press releases, pitching your book to journalists and bloggers, and obtaining interviews and book reviews. A social media manager. A social media manager can assist you in developing and maintaining your social media presence. They may assist you in creating content, engaging your audience, and tracking your social media stats. An event planner. If you intend to organize activities in conjunction with your book launch, an event planner can assist you in planning and executing these events. They may assist you in selecting locations, coordinating logistics, and publicizing your events. Marketing and promotional techniques. After you've developed your launch strategy and formed your launch team, it's time to put your marketing and promotion plans into action. Here are some of the most effective ways to consider. Developing a launch strategy for your book is a critical step in ensuring its success. However, the procedure can be daunting, and it's easy to overlook crucial tasks. A publisher can help with this. With their experience and expertise, they can assist you in developing a launch strategy that will give your book the best chance of success. Here's how you can collaborate with a publisher to develop a launch strategy. Step 1. Set your goals. It is critical to clarify your goals before developing a launch strategy. What do you think your book will accomplish? Do you wish to boost your author's visibility? Do you intend to sell a specific number of copies? Do you wish to establish your own brand? Your approach to your launch plan will be determined by your goals, so be clear about what you want to achieve. Step 2. Determine your target market. You must select your target audience, after you have outlined your aims. Who will be your target readers? Who is the most likely to be interested? Your marketing plan will be determined by your target demographic, thus it is critical to identify them. Step 3. Establish your budget. A budget is required for developing a launch strategy. Determine how much money you have available for your launch, and how you intend to spend it. Book cover design, printing fees, website design, advertising, and public relations are all expenses to consider. Step 4. Select a launch date. Once you've established a budget, and determined your goals and target audience, it's time to set a launch date. When deciding on a date, consider holidays, big events, and other book launches. You want to choose a date with as little competition as possible. Step 5. Create a marketing strategy. Marketing is a critical component of any launch strategy. Your publisher can assist you in developing a marketing strategy that will bring your book in front of your target audience. Some marketing strategies to consider are: social media advertising. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are excellent channels for reaching out to your target demographic through targeted advertising. Book reviews. Look for book review blogs and websites that cater to your target demographic. Send a press release to local and national media outlets to announce the release of your book. Book signings. To attract local readers, plan a book signing event at a local bookshop or library. Prizes. Consider offering prizes to attract new readers and generate talk about your work. Step 6. Form a launch team. It takes a lot of effort to launch a book, and you can't do it alone. Create a launch team to assist you in spreading the news about your book. Family, friends, co-workers, and fans can all be part of your launch team. They may assist you with marketing, book signings, and publicizing your book. Step Step 7, assess your success. Finally, it is critical to track your progress. Set targets for your launch strategy, and keep track of your progress. To track your reach and interaction, use tools like Google Analytics and social media analytics. Examine what worked and what didn't, and modify your technique as needed. Working with a publisher can greatly simplify the launch planning process. They can provide direction and help at every stage of the process. Creating a launch plan with a publisher, whether you're a first-time author or an experienced writer, is a wise decision that can help you achieve your goals and make your book a success. Recognizing a launch team. A launch team is a group of people that are in charge of the successful launch of a product, service, or project. This team may comprise members from several departments, including engineering, marketing, sales, and operations, and is frequently overseen by a project manager or team leader. From initial planning and strategy formulation to final launch and post-launch review, the launch team is in charge of coordinating and executing all aspects of the launch process. Product design and development, market research and analysis, designing marketing and advertising campaigns, organizing events and promotions, developing pricing strategies, and ensuring that all essential resources and support are in place for a successful launch are examples of tasks that may be included. A launch team's success is dependent on effective communication and teamwork, since members must work closely together to ensure that all components of the launch are coordinated and executed efficiently. The team must also be adaptable and flexible, with the ability to change its plans and strategies in response to market conditions and feedback from consumers and stakeholders. In short, a successful product or project launch demands a varied combination of talents, expertise, and teamwork. Personalizing a launch team. If you are an author or artist who is self-publishing a book or launching a new product, you can form your own launch team to aid with promotion. The following are the steps to follow. Determine possible members. Begin by thinking about people who might be interested in your book or product, and have a large following on social media or among your target demographic. Ask friends, family, and co-workers who might be interested in helping you to join your launch team. In order to entice people to join your launch team, offer incentives such as an early copy of the book or product, exclusive access to supplementary content, or the chance to be highlighted on your website or social media platforms. Once you've gathered a group of people to join your launch team, convey your expectations, and provide clear instructions on how they can help advertise your book or product. Give them examples of social media postings, graphics, and other things that they may use to spread your message. Participate in team activities, maintain contact with your launch team throughout the process, and thank them for their assistance. To keep them engaged and enthused about the launch, provide regular updates on sales numbers and other data. Putting together a launch team with your publisher. If you're working with a traditional publisher, it's possible that they have their own launch team program in place. Here's what to expect. Invitation to participate. Your publisher may invite you to join their launch team program. If so, they'll tell you how to sign up and what you can anticipate as a member. Promotional resources. To help you spread the word about your book, your publisher will offer you promotional materials such as graphics, social media posts, and email templates. In conclusion, forming a launch team can be an effective method to generate excitement and advertise your new book or product. Whether you do it alone or with the assistance of a publisher, the goal is to find potential members, create incentives, convey expectations, and connect with your team throughout the launch process. Marketing strategies that work. Marketing are critical components of any successful business. They assist businesses in reaching their target audience, generating leads, and increasing revenue. However, with so many marketing and promotional tactics available today, determining which ones would be most beneficial for your company can be difficult. This post will go over some of the top marketing and promotional tactics you may use. Marketing on social media. Social media marketing is a strong tool for connecting with your target audience and growing a devoted following. The trick is to understand which social media channels your target demographic uses and develop content that speaks to them. You may also boost your reach and produce leads by using paid advertising alternatives on social media platforms. Content promotion. The process of developing high-quality, meaningful material that attracts and engages your target audience is known as content marketing. This can include blog articles, videos, infographics, and other forms of media. The goal is to position your company as an authority in your sector, and to gain the trust of your target audience. Content marketing can also assist you in improving your search engine rankings, which can lead to increased traffic. Email promotion. One of the most successful ways to nurture leads and convert them into customers is through email marketing. You can establish relationships with your subscribers and keep them engaged with your company by creating a targeted email list and sending personalized communications. Email marketing can also be used to promote new products or services, provide exclusive discounts, and more. Influencer promotion. Influencer marketing entails collaborating with individuals who have a large social network, insights, and popularity to promote your products or services. You may reach a broader audience and develop trust with potential clients by utilizing the influence of these individuals. The idea is to identify influencers who share your brand's values and target demographic. Marketing via referral. Referral marketing entails rewarding existing consumers for referring their friends and family to your company. You can generate new leads and enhance sales by rewarding or discounting clients who suggest new business. Referral marketing is especially powerful since it is based on the trust and personal ties that your current customers have with their network. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Search Engine Optimization, SEO, is the process of optimizing your website in order to increase its search engine rankings. You may boost your exposure in search engine results pages, SERPs, by optimizing your website for relevant keywords and providing high-quality content. This can result in more organic traffic and improved conversion rates for your website. PPC, pay-per-click marketing. Pay-per-click, PPC, advertising entails putting adverts on search engines or social media platforms and paying for each click. Because you may target specific keywords or demographics, this might be an excellent approach to produce leads rapidly. However, it can be costly, so it's critical to regularly monitor your campaigns to ensure you're getting a great return on investment, ROI. Video promotion. Video marketing entails making entertaining videos that highlight your products or services. This can contain product demos, client testimonials, or content from behind the scenes. Video marketing can be especially effective on social media sites, where video content performs well. Event promotion. Hosting or supporting events to promote your business and products is one example of event marketing. Trade exhibits, conferences, and product launches are examples of such events. Events can be an excellent approach to create leads and establish relationships with prospective consumers. Affiliate promotion. Affiliate marketing entails collaborating with other companies or individuals to promote your goods or services. You can generate new leads and enhance sales by paying a commission or other incentives to affiliates who refer new business. Affiliate marketing in e-commerce can be especially efficient because affiliates can advertise your products on their own websites or social media platforms. Creating a launch event after the launch plan. Planning a launch event is an exciting and necessary component of book promotion. Whether the event is held in person or online, it allows the author to engage with their readers, generate talk about their book, and celebrate its release. Here is how to arrange a launch event, including the venue, date, time, invitations, guest list, activities, and marketing. Venue. When organizing a launch event, the first thing to consider is the location. If you are holding an in-person event, you must choose a venue that can accommodate your guest list and activities. A bookshop, library, or rented event space could be used. Remember that the venue should be easily accessible, comfortable, and appropriate for the type of event you are arranging. You can skip this step if you are having a virtual event, because your venue will be online. However, it is still critical to select the appropriate platform that can handle the amount of guests and activities that are planned. Time and date. The date and timing of your launch event will be determined by various criteria, including your schedule, venue availability, and target audience. It is critical to select a date and time that is convenient for your guests, especially if you anticipate a huge attendance. Consider holding your event on a weekday evening, or on a weekend afternoon, when people are more likely to attend. If you're holding a virtual event, consider your attendees' time zones and pick a time that works for everyone. Invites. Once you've decided on a venue and a date, it's time to design and distribute invites. To give attendees enough time to plan, invitations should be sent out at least a month before the event. Invitations. After you've decided on a location and a date, it's time to design and distribute invites. To give attendees adequate time to RSVP, invitations should be sent out at least a month before the event. You can send physical invitations, email invitations, or establish an event on social media platforms like Facebook, or Meetup for an in-person event. Email invitations or a link to the event page should work for a virtual event. Make sure your invitations include all pertinent information, such as the date, time, location, if the gathering is in person, and activities scheduled. To pique readers' attention, offer a brief description of the book and the author. List of guests. Consider inviting people who would be interested in your book and likely to attend your event when making your guest list. This could include family, friends, co-workers, book bloggers, journalists, and genre aficionados. Because there are no physical limits to the number of guests at a virtual event, you can invite a larger audience. However, ensure that you can handle a high number of people. Activities. Your launch event activities will be determined by your preferences and the type of event you are holding. Here are some suggestions. Reading a book. Read an extract from your book and then take questions from the audience. Book signing. Allow your guests to purchase signed copies of your book. Invite other writers, industry professionals, or influencers to join you for a panel discussion on a topic relating to your book. Games and quizzes. Use book-themed games or quizzes to keep your audience interested in the plot or characters. Host a social media contest, and urge guests to use a special hashtag to share photographs and posts about your book. Marketing. It is critical to successfully market a launch event, in order to assure its success. Social networking sites. Promote your event on social media networks, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Make an event page or a post about it, and encourage your followers to attend. Chapter 5. Marketing points: How to build a loyal readership outside social media. In this digital age, there is no doubt that social media has become a default marketing option for many. While it has its benefits, for one, it can reach a wide range of audience for free. However, as simple as it seems, you might find it difficult to navigate through different trends, and sometimes will not lead you to the right audience. Whether this is the case, or you're simply looking for other options to sell your author brand, here are some tips that may help you in your journey. Hire experts. So, you've published the book, now what? Marketing should be the next step to sell the book, right? Right. But before that you will still have to create an author brand. While it may seem overwhelming, Hiring a branding expert can actually save you a lot of your time and money, plus they'll provide you with an external perspective and bring in some fresh ideas. Hiring a branding expert, or an expert in general to assist you in your work can overall be a game changer. It is ensured that there will be much fewer errors, because they already have extensive experience. Here are a few things you might need to look for when hiring experts. Interest in the industry. Although they may seem to be skilled in their field, it is still important to acknowledge their best interest in the book publishing industry. This will serve them just well to feel more connected to their work. Job references. It is just as crucial that they let you see their references and work samples to serve as their testimony of experience, skills, and work style. Collaborative skills. Another vital part you might have to be on the lookout for is their ability to collaborate. You can learn how the expert works with other people by asking them their perspective in collaboration. Having established a good rapport with others will assure you that working with them will run smoothly. Communication style. It is likely that communication is needed in any project. That is why it should be addressed early on before hiring. You should be able to communicate with them your vision, and of course, a feasible time frame to work out a communication plan, to avoid any future miscommunications, or frustration. This will help to create an improved plan, with necessary time management tools, to meet the deadline and build a better working relationship. Adaptability. Nothing is constant. It may be that change is the only thing constant. Before hiring an expert, make sure that they are able to adapt just as quickly as effective. Hiring an expert to do specific task-related skills means you should have the confidence in their ability to handle anything that may come our way. But I'm an author, I write. Why is branding necessary? While working with an expert will make things much easier for you, it is still necessary for you to understand why building a brand will help you in the long run. It will establish a connection between your readers of who you are, what you stand for, and what they can expect from you. Here are some key points you might want to remember when building one. 1. Define yourself as an author. What are you like? What is the character of your public self, your private self? It will be vital as a foundation of your public persona, and who you want to be. It's almost like utilizing your storytelling skills to build your own character. Do you know your point of difference? In this industry of growing competition, you have to stand out. This differentiates you from other writers. Finally, who are your target audiences? Do you have existing readers? What are their common denominators? This way you'll be able to communicate and engage with the right audience, and think about what kind of community you want to create. 2. Standing out as an author. Creating a public persona that sets you apart from others doesn't always have to be grand. The main thing is to be yourself. As cliché as it sounds, authenticity is the most important core of your brand. When building your brand, you are not building a character from scratch, you are only magnifying your defining qualities as an author, and a person they can connect to. 3. Presenting your author brand. Once you've come up with your brand, you need the right tools to communicate with your audience, so, build yourself a website, where they can reach you. You'll also be needing a logo to represent your author brand. It can be as simple, or however you like it. Again, if this sounds overwhelming to you, it will be best to leave it to the experts. But, if you feel a deeper sense of creating your own, it is fine as well. As long as the website and logo does justice to your persona. Now it's time to maximize your online presence. Post a blog consistently to keep the conversation with your audience engaging. Find where your audience is. You may utilize social media to promote and interact with people alike. Attend book fairs/events. Joining book fairs is a must, which can significantly help expand your connections in the industry, as well as promote your brand. This is your chance to showcase your books in the flesh. As the author, this is a shot to strengthen your brand, as you unravel elements of the story in a discussion with your readers. Since this is a book fair, it is expected that avid readers will crowd the event. Take this opportunity to widen your reader fan bases. Not only that, you can meet lots of influential people in the industry that you can do business with in the future together. During literary festivals, publishing companies can also be found in the sea of people. Collaborations. Reach out to other authors, with a spirit of finding to generate referrals, and expand your scope. Surrounding yourself with people in the industry can be an advantage in cross-promotion. Promote, and support their works, and in turn, they might share something of yours too. Try to connect with them, and make a lasting impression on whoever you meet. Besides that, of course there is nothing more fulfilling, meeting people you can relate to. This will be another chance to learn from one another, and inspire each other to develop into better writers. PR. Believe it or not, public relations, PR, is often overlooked when building a strong author brand. This is a prime opportunity to increase exposure, reputation, and ultimately sell books. It is a strategic marketing communication to make a lasting impression. If you're not sure how and where to start, you can always consult a publicist to assist you, as they are already marketing geniuses. Speaking. It may be intimidating. Speaking is an excellent way to show your knowledge and share the value of credibility in your brand. While this is not for everyone, it definitely is a skill that can be learned over time. Being asked to present means that you've successfully sold your brand, and they trust you to know what you're going to be talking about. Email campaign marketing. Effective email marketing allows you to stay in touch with your readers, while simultaneously offering exclusive newsletter content. Paid advertising. Paid advertising is actually an effective way to drive traffic to your books. When setting up advertising strategies, there are key factors you would like to take in mind. Budget. It is important to determine how much money you are willing to invest, and how it will fit your marketing budget. Goals. Deciding what aspect of your career you like to advertise, whether that's increasing book sales, or strengthening your author brand. Having clear goals will definitely help narrowing down what's most effective. Target audience. Take note of where your audience spends their time most. Not every advertising platform works for all kinds of genres. You need to have a general understanding where to find your readers so that the right people will see your ads. Channel of advertisement. Research on channels available, such as social media ads, book blogs, paid newsletters, and Amazon advertising. Consider the effectiveness of each one, and see if the cost and logistics is to your liking. Message. What do you want your target audience to see that will also resonate in your author brand? Establish a compelling message with eye-catching visuals that will definitely hook them. Timing. This will make or break your advertisement. When promoting your book, it is vital to understand certain trends to increase visibility and sales. Measuring success. Once you've established your goals for advertising, you have to consider how you will track the success of marketing strategy. This can be determined through tracking metrics, such as clicks, conversion and sales. What does read-through mean in your marketing strategy? Have you ever wondered why most authors write series rather than standalone books? This is simply because once you've hooked a reader to one book, they are likely to buy all books in the series. While it's still the same in a sense that it is hard to sell one standalone book and one book from a series, the possibility of greater returns is much higher in a series. A basic principle in selling a series. You only need to advertise the first book, and the rest will follow. As soon as the reader finished reading, they can see in the back page that there are other books. But not everyone will read the next book in the series, right? That is why it is important to know your series read-through. Read-through, RT, is basically the percentage of readers of a book in your series who reads the next part of the series. In essence, RT measures how unputdownable your books are. If it shows that more than 70% of readers have read the first book, and gone through the whole series, it turns out that you have built a community of casual readers into a fan base. In some cases, the percentage will project lower than 50%, then you'd know you have a problem. Perhaps there must be a gap in your marketing game, maybe even how compelling your story is. It may also be you're marketing the books to the wrong audience, and your readers haven't just been reached out yet. Maybe it's the book covers or pricing. While it's still hard to analyze what exactly went wrong, regular monitoring or reading your reviews can get you a long way to improving your author game. You can always consult these issues to experts, which will definitely save you time and give you more space to explore your writing style. You must play the part if you want to succeed as an author. You'll begin to realize why it's so crucial to take into account the series potential of any book you're writing. Once you have a grasp on the lifetime worth of your readers, you can continue to gain from the investment you made in marketing your first book, as long as your books continue to enchant your readers. How to develop a loyal readership. Once you've identified your ideal audience, this will be your starting point that will get you going in the right direction. If everyone is your audience, no one actually is your audience. If you really want to reach out to more, you will have to be more specific. When you know details about the people you want to connect with, you can get specific posts and engagements that will definitely drive traffic to your website. Set up your own group. If you only talk to your audience about your latest books, it's going to get boring. For instance, it will feel more like you're marketing rather than making genuine connections. Create touch points you want to share with your readers. This way you can keep your content interesting, engaging and diverse. It might also reach new people you might not otherwise connect with online. Remember, those are not just your fans. These audiences are fellow genre aficionados. They have an affinity for you because of your storytelling brand. They are your community. A community built to make lasting, meaningful engagement. Now, it's time you create a Facebook group, since this is most accessible for everyone. It's still fine to create your own fan page. You don't have to call it that way. You can name the group to your liking, perhaps from an inside joke only your readers would understand. Or you can simply call it your name, Readers, i.e., Rain Brutus Readers. After creating the page, you will want to link it to your website and Facebook account. This will allow people to see that your author page is connected to a Facebook group. This is your time to promote the group, and not just promote, like actually getting into it. Promote it everywhere. You can even pay an ad for the exposure, or invite people you meet during a book fair or events. It's also good to encourage your Facebook community to join your email list. So, you have another means of communication with your community members. Initiate connection. Once you've set up all the necessary elements, it's time to put things to action and grow your community. You can organize an event for your readers, do giveaways, and encourage them to promote your book. You don't have to define engagement by numbers of likes. Make room for one-on-one connections. Your readers are also your friends. Invite members to connect with each other in breakout rooms, in the DMs and in accountability groups to make them feel relevant and heard. Run workshops to strengthen your brand and communicate your message to others, whether online or in person. Run them on a regular basis to instill the habit in your participants, then ask them to inform a friend to help you boost your workshop numbers through referral. There are numerous events you may organize for your community. After one successful event, you can make it an annual event to bring new readers to your website year after year. Go networking. Networking is actually a good avenue to meet a lot of people. Just try not to be too pushy, they'll of course distance themselves away. Do some research online about networking events happening in your area, for your industry, and go along. Be ready to meet a lot of people, and follow up with those where you find interest. find an excuse to get in touch with them after the event, for real-life conversations that will bring introductions to new connections. Make use of podcasts. Podcast consumption is skyrocketing, and will only continue to rise. Your podcast approach could include starting and growing your own, guesting on others, or advertising on prominent episodes in your niche. It is important to instill rigorous investigation and planning to avoid wasting too much time. Practice telling your narrative, network with podcast hosts, and reach out for podcasts you want to record or appear on. Sharing is caring. Make it simple for others to share your work. This is especially important for beginning storytellers. Don't hide your craft behind a wall. Make sure your work is freely accessible. Don't make it difficult to pass around. Be open to feedback. Reviews, critiques, discussion, and conversation. Feedback is beneficial even when it is often seen in a negative light. When things are horrible, all you have to do is ignore them. Or politely say, "I'll think about it." And shred the feedback, with reckless abandon in the privacy of your own home. When it's good, it's fantastic and makes you feel even more connected to your readers. Whether you like it or not, the audience is now a part of your feedback loop. Establish boundaries. That feedback loop is not absolute. Creative integrity is not always an untouchable, unbreakable thing. Furthermore, once something is out there, it is what it is, and there is nothing you can do about it. So, you must know when to turn off comments, go away from social media, or simply set personal and unwritten boundaries for yourself. Be you. The finest audience isn't just one that occurs around a single piece, but rather a network that links to the author. The audience that follows a writer will follow him or her from job to work. That means who you are as a storyteller matters, not that you need to be the center of a personality cult. Simply, be a modest creator of many things. You are the center of your creative existence, leading to many rather than just one creative expression. Make an effort to put yourself out there. Be genuine. Many authors now use social media as their primary marketing tool in this digital age. However, it can be tough to navigate between several trends in reaching the intended target. It is critical to recruit experts with considerable knowledge in the book publishing industry to assist you in developing an author brand. It is also critical to define oneself as an author to stand out and showcase your author brand. You can attend book fairs/events, work with other authors, and use public relations, PR, to gain exposure, reputation, and, eventually, to sell books. The authors should establish a loyal readership. Setting up a Facebook page, planning an event for readers, doing freebies and pushing people to promote their book, running seminars to enhance their brand and communicate their message to others, and networking are all examples of these activities. Authors should identify their ideal audience, create touch points they want to share with their readers, link it to their website and Facebook account, and promote it everywhere. It is also important to initiate connections through organizing an event for readers, and doing giveaways. The main point is to focus on the quality of the connections you make rather than the quantity. Simply boosting your social media following will have no effect on or improve your book sales. It is much easier to increase sales when you interact with people who are already interested in what you write about. It's really difficult to sell to those who aren't interested. Even if you have a small but engaged audience, they can be really powerful. 30 people who adore your writing can have a huge impact. It's not about how rapidly your audience expands, it's about how strong your relationship is with your readers. Remember that establishing an audience takes time. Do not wait until your novel is finished. Connect with your potential readers now. Chapter 6. How important is it to be a bestseller? Filling a bookshelf or a table with one of your books is already a sight to see. You may feel the same whenever you see a book you've wanted to get your hands on. The excitement we have when a book is on sale may look the same as when we want to purchase other things we can find around us. Yet, Being already heavy as it is, the author's job would be writing stories that can capture an audience. Expectedly, the audience are people who are willing to spend their money to read words. As you finally come to this chapter, there's a chance that you, dear reader, would like to start writing your book immediately, and hoping it will sell well. Sure, everything's possible. There's no reason to keep second-guessing, when you can do it anyway. Most authors dream that their book will be a bestseller, and it can be made with a lot of supporting factors like a great amount of sales, or marketing strategies that do work. Imagine this. Having the title of the book you wrote at a bookstore's list of bestsellers for the week, seeing your book being read by anyone around you, anywhere you go, or reading several reviews in the form of blogs and articles that express how lovely your work is. Those scenarios look and make you feel amazing, right? If that is the standard in the book industry, maybe because it brings more attention to the audience, which makes sense as this is a part of the business. It's also possible that most people only care about having the title like most famous authors have. Although, it's not always the case, there are some who would judge authors by how many books have been sold, or how many positive reviews it has. This may be the first time you publish a book, and you may not expect it to be a blockbuster in a short time. With countless competitions, it's somehow hard to ignore whether you think it's crucial to have a best-selling book or not. Now, you may ask yourself these two questions. First, what does it take to be a bestseller? It's not difficult to answer it anyway since it's easy to analyze the similarities of most best-selling books. But it's understandable if it worries you on how it would work in your favor. Second, why is it important to be a bestseller? Well, it comes with reasons that would help you, the author, your publisher, and your audience to meet halfway. We can consider books as a medium, and everyone uses it as a communication tool. Just like what you have here, something that we may assist you with is to tell you what are the key points to successfully sell your book. Answering these questions does not come with a brief explanation. It takes process to make it happen, and it can be left to chance, or opportunities that you may or may not catch. But still, give them a go as you have to do it as you start your journey in the business aspect. Here below are some things that would tell you how to become an author with a best-selling book. What does it take to be a best-selling author? Depending on how many sales a book has created in a week, you can be called a best-selling author. Some publishers tend to have a target number for a book to become a bestseller, and it can be a challenge, especially if you're new in the writing business. Pressured or not, we hope you're still up for this. As mentioned earlier, there's a lot of aspects that can be considered to achieve this goal. Being really enthusiastic is one of them, as you need yourself to be your main support when working on a book. You, as the author, need to do the writing including world building, choosing the main idea fitting for your story, and the plot, where it lies everything that weighs on the value of what you do. In addition to that, it's obvious to make a book in order to be a bestseller. But before you write anything, always remember that it's not as easy as it seems. It's true that your work has to be appealing for your audience, and that it has to be indulgent to their liking. Then, it does not mean you have to leave your niche behind, as you can still find readers that would appreciate what you write, but since you're the one who'll create your first book, might as well consider reaching people that would find interest in what you do. Like what most authors, and everyone else, possibly, tell you, write a book that has its unique features incomparable to other books, and a strong plot. Let your ideas overflow as you go, those might become the best points found in your way of writing a story. Also, do your outline so that you won't get lost in completing your book, and to keep in track on what the settings, characters and other parts of a story you have planned. Your writing prompts are the most important things you have to remember, as this would go smoothly, and would save you time and energy. Another thing to have to know is how effective your marketing is. Sure, you have your social media accounts, and you may have an idea on how to go around it for audience engagement. Still, it's better to do research about the ways within the websites since the digital environment can easily change through time. With communities and spaces available, you have to know several ways to make your content relevant. Promoting yourself and your book can be one and the same, since you can't be an author without a book, and vice versa. But while it's distinct from what the audience would see in you as the book's creator, make both of your marketing fresh and different. Some well-known authors tend to be active in both social media and physical events. Mainly, because their relationship with the audience is as valuable as making the book would actually help both sides. People need someone to connect with, and while interpersonal communication is loved for a physical meeting, replying to comments and keeping in touch with them online is much recognized, too. Today, publishing a book does not come in one way. Thanks to the rise of technology, electronic books, or e-books are considered when publishing a book. It can be less expensive for the publisher, but then will get its return when it reaches the target profit. Since books can be made anywhere, you can consider whether you want your book distributed in physical bookstores, or online bookstores, and shopping stores. Since most bookstores have their own best-selling lists, you can aim for either or both, like two birds with one stone. Dedicating yourself to a lot of things, and people can be draining. But it's still rewarding, and it's enough reason to gain their trust in us, and to the work we create. We convert the support as money like businesses do. It's also a part of reality. Until you measure what makes a best-selling author feel, you have to believe that those who and what got you to write a book is a significant matter for you. Becoming a hit author. You've published a book and it did sell. Not just well, but you made it to the best-selling list in a certain bookstore. Congratulations. The book's a success, and surely you will be given more attention now that your book is a bestseller. But first of all, let's make one thing clear: being a bestseller does not make you rich. So, if you want to write a book to be rich, then lower your expectations. That aside, to be an author requires a lot of patience and effort. With millions of books being published every year, wishing to have the glory all for yourself is unavoidable. Still, at the end, you should know that it could be done, no matter what contributes to your book's success. You may wonder what it does to you if you are not getting more money than anticipated. Authors who have their books in the best-selling list of a bookstore, it surely mattered on how a certain population bought and read their work. You have to remember now that it wouldn't happen without all the factors that are mentioned above this subtopic. If the marketing strategies didn't work, the book wouldn't get recognized. When people do not know about you and the book, you and your publisher wouldn't get any sales. Undoubtedly, you have the opposite result. It's not yet the end of this moment as a best-selling author, though. An author's debut comes with a lot of things that could be done better. And to have a bestseller is hard to ignore when you think of creating a new book. But, since you've just got on the list, celebrate it. Same goes when it's your latest work and you've published more than one book at this point. Look back at the things that you can take as a lesson for you and your publisher. Things can be different when you have another book to write and get your first bestseller as your first win. While maybe others think that having one bestseller is not enough. Still, it's up to you now that it's a high chance you'll get one more try in book publishing. Best-selling authors can be anywhere, traveling to worlds that others can go to. Best-selling books, however, can be any bookstore that has them as the best-selling books in the area or neighborhood. Even with the title, it's possible that your book is not greatly known around you. And that's okay, since it's possible that your book impacted more people than you thought. Unless you tried to target your townspeople into reading your book, it can still be called a bestseller. Now, don't play favorites when you have best-selling books and those that don't pass the criteria. Strive to become better in creating your characters, while thinking of new situations that would capture the story's settings. Compelling ideas can be your latest masterpiece. When your book failed to sell. Sometimes, the rest of the world has not seen most of what exists. This includes countless literature that are published in print and online, and some writers might feel down about it. There's no denying that it can pierce through an author's heart and soul. Of course, who wouldn't feel bummed when there's little appreciation for your work? When you get to this point, as much as you can, accept that it happened to you. It's no guarantee that your book would end up in a best-selling list, and yet, you have to be prepared for it. After all, some say that life is not all rainbows and sunshines. This part can be difficult to escape from. Not only that it's engraved in your experience, but this may be used in comparison. Hopefully, that doesn't happen since it's believed by most people that it should be a basis to judge someone's ability. Whenever you aim for it or not, people may try to find the word bestseller. Don't worry, for there are people who would be genuinely intrigued in your work. As long as you got them, finding copies of your book wasn't really bad. So, when you find your book sales perform poorly, it may mean a lot of reasons. Not that it only circulates on your amateur marketing skills, or if it's your first published book. The things we have noted in the first part of the chapter have a heavy impact on most books as to why they became bestsellers. And still, there are books that didn't get the same results as those. We've got a lot to compete with. All you can do is make it a lesson and still never erase the fun in publishing a book. Unlike what we usually perceive in life, every artistic piece's way to success or failure is unpredictable. Specifically, if the work has received much more collective effort, and has a better production, that does not mean that regardless of the result is given by how you managed it. Yes, no one has their control on anything. You may think of what you lack as an author, but there are ways to keep improving, and keep your craft going until you get a bestseller. Do not let yourself get into it, as there are stories out there that only you can create. How to get back to the desk? Simply, creating something is a gift that you can own. To make it enhanced, and more polished is another thing, and it takes practice and routine to get recognition from a lot of people. Now that you may think of what to do next after the first book release, there's no harm to continue doing more than that. Anyone can be a writer, may it be your full-time profession, or just a hobby on the side. Expecting that to be a life-changing moment is what most authors feel, and you just have to take it in. Though getting that best-selling title has crossed your mind once again, be sure that you think through first on what you want to share next with your audience. No matter how many have read your work, keep on writing for you and for them. Not because it's good to hold on to a false hope or you're trying to prove something, but because you still wanted to do it anyway. The whole process in writing a book takes so much time and dedication, and you must be proud of making it a reality. Motivations can be lame and repetitive, but it's something that can lift up a pen. Find words that can capture your mind into a new world. Be reminded of your favorite quotes, whether it be from your favorite author's work, a silly blurb you found online, or your own book. As long as you can see something glowing with those words that speak through you, make it your own art in a new form. Believe it or not, books don't usually get published right away. Some writers may have their reasons as to why they discontinued finishing their story, and it may have left a bitter taste to their now impossible dream, but, because you know what it takes to be an author, you can decide if making it as a profession or hobby is your destiny. Allotting yourself to do this kind of job can take you to places that you've never been before. Make it your memory or not, writing is a process that takes more than a lifetime to perfect. As everyone is creative, we hope you will use them one day as your inspiration to continue and pursue the career of being an author. Summing up. This final chapter talks about what you can look forward to when you aim to be a bestseller. With proper application of the given rules, to become one should be managed by you, and the whole production of your book. Until you realized that without every single individual who actually believed and supported, you are the one who can make this happen with you. Even if it'll be done by self-publishing, have it checked with an expert to avoid mishaps and get a good return when possible. Yes, To be a bestseller makes you a more famous, credible, legit author, who does writing for a living, or maybe just a hobbyist that creates time for their dream. It gives you the leverage to be looked up to by those who would go to the path of writer. Ridiculous it may seem, but your existence in the world of publishing is amazing enough. And whether you have the bestseller title, or not, the writer in you still lives. All the written words, all the expressions you typed in are bridges that could give someone a new place to stay at. Now, do you dream of having your books read by many? Will you try to aim for that title? As the audience finds your book, what would you want them to think about it? Do you want them to be impressed, or get bored with it? Do you think it matters what they would react to, as long as you get them to buy your book? No matter what your answers would be, you might have thought about it once or twice. But to give you reasons why being a bestseller is needed, it helps so much with your influence. You start writing stories, and publish them, then your readers discover your work, and they can encourage other people to read your book too. The impact of getting your audience is no joke for everyone in the publishing industry. When it comes to interacting with your audience, you may have to think of how great it is. Maybe you have interest in getting to know what your audience wanted to see from your work, and it can be an idea that would help you form stories that they'd enjoy. Your relation with other people is the ultimate ingredient to be a bestseller, for they will prove everyone else the power holds in your book. Everything you've poured to finish your art is irreplaceable. Literature is supposedly shared. Being an author that you are, your mission is to make it happen. While at the same time, keep your mind running to make books, as it brings your purpose as a creative more alive than ever. So, what are you waiting for? Start writing the book of your dreams. Market your book and yourself to have more chances to become a known storyteller. Aim to become a best-selling author. Enjoy the highs and lows of a life that's meant for you. And as your potential audience, we'll be here waiting for you to tell us stories that once lived in your artistic mind. Conclusion. Becoming a best-selling author is a process. The first stage of writing is planning. Your plan serves as the framework for your writing. Understanding the task is the first step in planning your work, followed by brainstorming ideas and then organizing your thoughts in a systematic format. Thousands of novels are published each year, but only a few of them are commercially successful. This is because some elements are more compromised than the others. One of the most crucial factors in determining a book's success is its writing quality. Readers expect a well-written book that is grammatically correct, and free of errors and blunders. As well as the genre scales, which are mostly decided by the unique demand. Many writers can effortlessly create mood and atmosphere. To become a better writer, though, you must have a conscious, practical understanding of the tools available to you for manipulating mood, atmosphere, and tone in your work. This is why it is critical to identify what knowledge your audience will require and what you want them to gain from your writing. Perhaps you are interested in learning what your audience wants to see from your work, and this is an idea that might help you design stories that they will love. Your relationships with other people are the ultimate ingredient in becoming a bestseller, since they will demonstrate to everyone else the power in your book. Likewise, marketing becomes a crucial activity for the success of a book. A well-executed marketing campaign can build interest in the book and generate buzz about it. To publicize the book and create a loyal readership. Other factors influencing a book's popularity include its substance, marketing, and publicity. The success of a book can also be influenced by its reviews. Now, when it comes to launching a book, working with a publisher may be highly advantageous, because they will most likely have experience and resources to draw on to help you build a successful launch plan. However, authors must remain involved in the process and fully comprehend it. Another important aspect of advertising your book is establishing a launch team. Your launch team will work with you to carry out your launch strategy and ensure that everything goes smoothly. A launch strategy is a plan for boosting your book to the market and increasing awareness, excitement, and demand among your target audience. It is a thorough strategy that details the measures you will take to assure launch's success before, during, and after it. The objective is to value the quality of your connections, over the quantity. Increasing your social media following has little impact on book sales. It is much easier to make sales when you engage with people who are already interested in what you write about. While becoming a bestseller makes you a more famous, credible, and legitimate author, it also gives you the leverage to be looked up to by those who would go the path of writer. And whether you have the bestseller title or not, the writer in you still lives. Everything you've put into your work of art is priceless. At the same time, keep your mind racing to write books since it brings your creative career to life like never before. All the words, all the expressions you crafted to touch the hearts of many are bridges that could give someone a new place to stay at. Conclusion. Becoming a best-selling author is a process. The first stage of writing is planning. Your plan serves as the framework for your writing. Understanding the task is the first step in planning your work, followed by brainstorming ideas and then organizing your thoughts in a systematic format. Thousands of novels are published each year, but only a few of them are commercially successful. This is because some elements are more compromised than the others. One of the most crucial factors in determining a book's success is its writing quality. Readers expect a well-written book that is grammatically correct, and free of errors and blunders. As well as the genre scales, which are mostly decided by the unique demand. Many writers can effortlessly create mood and atmosphere. To become a better writer, though, you must have a conscious, practical understanding of the tools available to you for manipulating mood, atmosphere, and tone in your work. This is why it is critical to identify what knowledge your audience will require and what you want them to gain from your writing. Perhaps you are interested in learning what your audience wants to see from your work, and this is an idea that might help you design stories that they will love. Your relationships with other people are the ultimate ingredient in becoming a bestseller, since they will demonstrate to everyone else the power in your book. Likewise, marketing becomes a crucial activity for the success of a book. A well-executed marketing campaign can build interest in the book and generate buzz about it. To publicize the book and create a loyal readership. Other factors influencing a book's popularity include its substance, marketing, and publicity. The success of a book can also be influenced by its reviews. Now, when it comes to launching a book, working with a publisher may be highly advantageous, because they will most likely have experience and resources to draw on to help you build a successful launch plan. However, authors must remain involved in the process and fully comprehend it. Another important aspect of advertising your book is establishing a launch team. Your launch team will work with you to carry out your launch strategy and ensure that everything goes smoothly. A launch strategy is a plan for boosting your book to the market and increasing awareness, excitement, and demand among your target audience. It is a thorough strategy that details the measures you will take to assure launch's success before, during, and after it. The objective is to value the quality of your connections over the quantity. Increasing your social media following has little impact on book sales. It is much easier to make sales when you engage with people who are already interested in what you write about. While becoming a bestseller makes you a more famous, credible, and legitimate author, it also gives you the leverage to be looked up to by those who would go the path of writer. And whether you have the bestseller title or not, the writer in you still lives. Everything you've put into your work of art is priceless. At the same time, keep your mind racing to write books since it brings your creative career to life like never before. All the words, all the expressions you crafted to touch the hearts of many are bridges that could give someone a new place to stay at. This has been an all-in-one guide to become a bestseller, written by Yuki Publishing, narrated by Yuki Publishing, copyright 2023, Yuki Publishing, production copyright 2023 by Yuki Studios.